quarter is underway here at Sam Stadium. The Falcons lead the Eagles 21-0. It'll be a 4th and 6 coming up. Well, the Falcons are looking to punt this one away. There's no one back to return this punt for the Eagles. Now a flag will come in. So now it'll be a delay of game against LosFresnos. So that'll back them up another 5. Ball will be right at midfield. There's still no one back to field a punt for the Eagles, so an interesting strategy. So the punt is there. However, there's no one there to field the punt. But this one will take a favorable Eagles roll. Right on the 20-yard lines where they'll spot it. It'll be 1st and 10 Eagles. They trail by 3 touchdowns. 11 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in the ball game. Still plenty of time. The defense has really answered the call, really starting in the second quarter. That 31-yard touchdown run from Javier Cruz was the last play given up by the defense. Other than that, they've been answering the call. 1st and 10, ball on the 20 for the Eagles. Looking back to pass is Lopez. Fires deep down the field, throws into double coverage, and the pass will be batted away. And that'll be an incomplete pass. Jason Rafak breaks up that pass. Spaghetti fans, special shout out to Brownsville Porter High School, their students, providing you with these great camera angles. KBSD 17 and everyone with the Action 4 News crew making this telecast possible. It'll be a 2nd and 10. Ball still on the 20. Under center is Lopez. And it'll be a delay handoff to his back, but he's met right at the line of scrimmage. That was Davila on the carry. He's been the workhorse here in the second half. Angel Torres was credited with the tackle there. So after a pickup of nothing, it'll be 3rd and 10. Clock winding down, 11 minutes, and the pass will fall incomplete. So now that'll bring up a 4th down. Now the Eagles will be punting back to the Falcons. The Falcons still claiming to that 21-0 lead. Their defense is looking to pitch a shutout on the road. So the punt is off. And it's fielded on the 40. Ball's on the ground. Still on the ground. And trying to pick it up and run with it was Aguilera. And I'm starting to see plenty of umbrellas pop up. You know what that means? And a steady shower is coming over Sam Stadium yet again. First and 10, ball on the 39. That's where the Falcons will take over. Out of the gun, it'll be a handoff. Still on his feet, bulldozing his way right around midfield. So it's going to be close. We'll see if he's able to pick up the 1st down. So yeah, he can move the chains. An exact 10-yard pickup. And now the band's getting back into it for the Hannah Eagles. Got kind of quiet there And another good pickup there from their quarterback. So Javier Cruz is doing it all for the visiting Los Fresnos Falcons. A pickup of 8 there. It'll bring up a 2nd and 2. So again, he'll call in his own number here. Chased from behind and drugged down by Eduardo Garcia. So right now, if you're the Falcons, that clock is your best friend. It'll be a 3rd and 1 coming up. 21-0. Falcons lead. And did he pick up the first down? Maybe. We'll see what the call is. Yeah, they'll signal first down. So it'll be a first down Falcons. They have the football and the lead. And again, the quarterback is going to call his own number. So Javier Cruz on the carry. Ball will be at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10. Slowly but surely, the Falcons offense. And a handoff to the right. And a new ball carrier in the game, Josue Ramirez. So the rain is back yet again. Off and on it goes like a light switch. And you can see the rain steadily falling over Sam's Stadium. So after the 12-yard pickup, so it'll be an unsportsmanlike conduct against the Falcons. That'll negate that last play. Ball's on the 30. So the rain is continuing to fall. And the quarterback calling his own number again. He's got some room to work with. Bring up a 2nd down. .8:37 and counting. Falcons still with the football. Second and 2. That is Cruz on the carry. So a 1st down. Ball's on the 18. And the rain is continuing to pour. Heavier and heavier it gets by the minute. 21-0. Falcons with the lead. 1st and 10. Ball on the 18. Looking to get in the end zone. Cruz again, a quarterback keeper. This time to the left. Still on his feet. Still on his feet. Just waiting for a whistle from the officials. So an interesting late whistle there from the officials. Usually in those plays you'll see an early whistle. You know, you got to protect the kids and whatnot. Wasn't the case there. They're going to let that one run out. So 7:42 remaining in the ball game. Falcons are on the 15-yard line. They're in the red zone. 2nd and 7. Credit Cruz with 3 yards on that carry. Falcons with trips right. One lone receiver to the top of your screen. And he'll hand it off to his running back. The other Cruz crossing the 10, down to the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown Falcons. Eli Cruz finds the end zone yet again. He gets the hat trick. 27-0, Falcons lead. So with the extra point coming up, Falcons looking to make it 28-0. Extra point coming up, snaps there, kicks away. It is up, and it is good. So with the Eli Cruz touchdown run from 15 yards out, Falcons lead the Eagles 28-0, 7:20 remaining in the final quarter. You're listening to ValleyCentral.com. We'll be back in a moment. So welcome back to the action. Falcons well in control of this one. They lead the Eagles 28-0 here at Sam Stadium. Tuning into ValleyCentral.com. Eagles will be getting the football. 7:20 remaining in the quarter. And it's a line drive kick. And it'll be fielded around the 5. He's got some room to run, crossing the 20-yard line down to the 25. So Lucas Olivares on the return for Hannah. The 28-0 Falcons lead. 7 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the ball game. So in earlier action, we saw Brandon Garza lead his Harlingen Cardinals to a 40-9 rout of the Rivera Raiders. And then it'll be a toss play to the left, trying to break it across the 25, looking to get out of the 30, where he's shoved out of bounds. Savava again with a carry. That'll bring up a second down. Clock will stop. Bring up a 2nd and 4 after a pickup of 6. Ball's on the 31-yard line. Play clock down to 10. And Andres Lopez is under center. This time it'll be a toss to the right-hand side. And Zavila met right at the 30-yard line, and a good tackle made. Alegria again. Been saying his name an awful lot tonight. So it'll be a 3rd and 2. Ball on the 33-yard line. So once again, the Eagles are in short yard territory. They have Griner lined up at fullback. And it'll be a handoff, but the ball is put on the ground. They won't get the first down. Looks like who will have the football? Eagles will remain with the football, but they'll lose 2 yards on that fumble. They bring up a 4th and 4. So to bring up a 4th and 4. Ball on the 31. Eagles will be punting yet again. They'll be going from right to left. Falcons will have the football. Kicks away, and the ball nearly went out of the hands of Aguirre. That'll be around the 29, 28-yard line. So the Falcon offense will head back out onto the field. Their previous drive resulted in 6. They have a 28-0 lead over the Eagles. So the Eagles band is still alive and kicking late in the 4th quarter. They still have faith for some sort of 4th quarter miracle. Falcons with the football, handing it off to the right, down to the 40, to the 35, 45 rather, across midfield before he's shoved out of bounds. Solis shoving him out of bounds. And after he picked up a 1st down and more. The ball will be on the 49-yard line. So out of the gun are the Falcons, and they'll remain on the ground this time. Eli Cruz with the football. Met back at the line of scrimmage. That'll be a 2nd and 10. Second and 10, ball on the 49, rolling out to his right, hits his check down man, in and out of his hands, incomplete. The intended receiver was Hugo Pena. With that incomplete pass, we'll stop the clock. 3rd and 10 coming up, 4:33 remaining in the ball game. Third and 10 coming up, looking back to pass. Looks to his left, hits the check down man in the flat. Complete, got the 1st down and more. Has got speed, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Who other than Eli Cruz? Turned on the afterburners and outran multiple Eagles defenders. How about that? Make it a 34-0 Falcon lead. The extra point coming up. Snaps there. Kicks away. And the extra point is good. So the Falcons all over the Eagles. Here in the late Saturday night game. You're listening to ValleyCentral.com. The LosFresnos Falcons come into Sam Stadium. They're all over the Eagles. 35-0 with 4:21 remaining in the football game. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in a moment. Welcome back to the action. It'll be a low kick taking multiple hops, fielded at the 10. Looking across the 20 and does with some speed, crossing the 40, still on his feet, right under the 45-yard line. So a good return for the Eagles. Check out the replay. And special thanks to BISD. First and 10, ball on the 44. Handoff, and the carry will get around right around midfield. So the Falcons redeem themselves. You know, last week they'd had to been shaking their heads. They had a home game against the PSJ Bears. Everyone across the board picked the LosFresnos Falcons. The PSJ Bears are now 1-0 in district. Falcons looking to do the same here. 35-0 is the score. 3:38 remaining. And it'll be a toss to the left. Crossing the 45, crossing the 50. With that run, they're in Falcon territory. That was Brando Barrera, the junior running back. So a pickup of 4. It'll bring a 3rd down and 1. But the Eagles will line up. Andres Lopez is under center, I formation, with the fullback Travis Griner. And picking up a good tackle there from the LosFresnos D-line. Willie Flores, the first guy in there. And he's got something to celebrate about. It was a good defensive stop from Flores, but it wasn't in time as the Eagles were able to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and 1. 1st and 10, ball on the 46. Under center is Lopez, again out of the eye. Toss to the right to his tailback, crossing the 50 down to the 45, around the 42-yard line. That was Brando Barreda again on the carry. That was a pickup of 3. That'll bring up a 2nd and 7. So the clock slowly starting to wind down on the 2-minute mark, and it'll be a play action pass looking downfield. Hits his check down man at the 35, down to the 30, weaving his way through defenders, and a good pitch and catch there from the Eagles. Finding a soft spot in the defense, Richard Martinez on the reception. As we check out the replay, good play action pass, stepped up in the pocket. Somewhat of a wounded duck, but all hands there for Martinez. First and 10, ball on the 23, and now the Eagles are driving with the football. Again, a toss to the right, bring it up onto the right side, or the right hash. That was Badera again on the carry. So we're under 2 minutes here at Sam Stadium, and what a long day it's been. Again, the early game, Harlingen, the Redbirds defeated the Raiders 40-9. And I have the second game tonight, which is the Falcons and the Eagles. 5 seconds to go on the play clock. And it'll be another play action pass. Rolling out, going towards the end zone. tipped and batted away. So a good defensive play made by Mike Zamora, leaping up and breaking up that pass, which could have been a touchdown potentially. So obviously 4-down territory coming up for the Eagles. The intended wideout was Richard Martinez, the senior wide receiver for Hannah. So it'll be a 3rd and 6, ball on the 19. A minute 17 remaining in the fourth quarter. Again, it'll be a handoff to the 20. They're going to cut it back upfield around to the 15. So it'll be a 4th and 2 after a pickup of 1. And now we're down into the final minute and counting. Down to 40 seconds, 4th and 2 coming up for the Eagle offense. And rolling out to his left, gonna fire towards the end zone, ball's up, incomplete, and no flags on the play. So the shutout will stand for the LosFresnos Falcons defense. That's just about all she wrote. So Hannah will have a date with Pace. Meanwhile, the Raiders will be going up against the LosFresnos Falcons. So 31 seconds remaining in the game as some of the Hannah fans starting to make their exits. So it'll be a 1st and 10 and a victory formation for the LosFresnos Falcons. So this one's just about wrapped up. The LosFresnos Falcons come into Sam Stadium. They're all over the Eagles 35-0. We're down to 14 seconds and counting. They won't have to do it, get another playoff with the play clock at 16. And that's the final buzzer with the final score here at Sam Stadium. The LosFresnos Falcons defeat the Brownsville Hannah Eagles by a score of 35-0. So fans, once again, I want to thank you for tuning in to Valley Central. I'm Kevin Otto, wrapping up a day of high school football here in Brownsville. This was game 2 of the doubleheader. So once again, I want to thank you for tuning in. This has been a presentation of BISD. The students, a special shout out to them along with KBSD 17, and a special shout out to all the Action 4 News crew. I'm Kevin Otto saying so long and good night from Brownsville.